Yo, what's up, guys? I think I should be recording now. Awesome. It is a beautiful Monday once again. I remember filming the Monday episode literally like it felt like yesterday. These weeks are going by way, way faster than usual. Our COO is fully onboarded today. Really exciting and rocking and rolling. And now I've put my time towards product development, which is where I find myself being the most productive at, and where I'm best skilled at. Operations is something that I would admit that I'm not the best at. I can guide pretty well, but I'm best at product development. I'm best at creating a really nice user experience. I'm best at that part, but actually, managing the fulfillment, I'm not that great at. I may show that I'm great at skill set wise, but I lack the proper execution for specifically customer fulfillment stuff. Um, but as far as like designing user experience, I think I'm the best at that specifically. So now I get to focus my time in product. Usually, like the virality of a specific company at its core will just be the product, and then around that would be like customer service, the customer fulfillment part, and kind of the things around the product, and then from that comes like the marketing and sales part, and then I think that's really all. So you kind of have to work inwards and then outwards. So if we're able to make a really freaking banger product, then we don't have to. It doesn't mean we can work less on customer success, but the actual service delivery isn't as reliant on those other components of the business. Uh, Product is doing most of the heavy lifting to prevent churn, and hopefully creating negative churn or positive churn, which essentially means that your customers are actually referring more than the amount of customers that are leaving, which is obviously the goal for any company, and very few of them actually do this. I don't know why the fucking AC is not working. It fucking does this like all the time. Why the hell it does this? And that's why those companies are worth so much, is because if you build a great product, a world class product, everything else becomes super super easy. And that's what makes those companies really valuable, is that the customers end up actually referring more people than the amount of people who cancel on your product or leave your service. I don't know why the fuck this is not working. I think it's working now. It's so hot in here. It's like I'm like getting dizzy, and of course I have a fucking like knot on my lat, or my what is it called? My traps. Like the worst freaking knot. I have like a $2,000 Herman Miller embody chair. I have like a really nice bed with like the 8 sleep cover pod, and I do the hot tub and steamer nearly every day, and I still have this really bad knot. Fuck. I don't know why. Probably because I'm overexhausting the body or just sleeping at a weird position at night. That's probably why. I never had this problem until recently. Just have this like weird knot. It's like if I turn my head this way, it's like freaking hurts. It doesn't like hurt. It's just bothersome and it's annoying. But we're on the way to the gym. It's another day, another dollar, another cross in the crosser. And I should trademark that. I should patent that saying. But the new project I'm working on is really exciting. Tagline is the next generation or the next gen tool that enables wholesalers or that empowers wholesalers to sell deals faster. That's the tagline. And I'm like, it's so cool that now starting a new thing, like I'm able to like know exactly what to do and be able to do it right and be able to do it properly, so that because I know now down the road it would be a lot harder to redo work, because what ends up happening is we end up taking like 8 steps forward and then realize, oh shit, because we did fucking shitty planning, and we didn't do strategically, now we have to take 9 steps backward. And it's not like, oh, we just start from square one. If you did, a lot of times going back from step 9 back to step 0 actually costs you so much more in time and energy than going from 0 to 9. Because what happened is you did all this fucking work, you adopted everyone on this thing. Now you have to retrain everyone, and then you have to rewrite all these SOPs, redo all these things because you just headed in a 1 degree off direction. Well, not even 1 degree, but like if you headed like even like I would say 15, more than 15% off degree, then later down the road you're gonna be fucking way off course. It's fine to be 1% because you can make small corrections along the way. But if you leave that 1% for long enough, you'll end up at the end being like way off. It's like I've said this analogy before: is if a plane took off from fucking Miami, Florida to Portland, Oregon, if that was the designated destination, and the plane, let's just say for example, had no like guided direction, it just kind of went off of general kind of, I guess, how do I say, vicinity, and it's just 1% off, it'll probably end up in freaking somewhere in Montana and not Portland. Or even worse, they start off really wrong and then now they end up in New York. And now going from New York to Portland now costs you even more. And that's essentially the analogy I'm trying to explain, is that like it's important to plan, and it's important to execute and do a ton of execution, which I believe in the beginning, but as you go on, I think it's a lot more important to slow down on the execution. Well, not slow down on the execution, but have have someone that can strategically plan really well, or have really good doers in place. So essentially, you're the general of the company, you're the leader of the army, and you're just guiding the soldiers to the right areas. So as a general, you're not out there on the front lines fighting. You may sometimes do that and may sometimes help. That's what signifies a great leader. But if you do it all the time, you start kind of normalizing yourself with other people, and people stop respecting you. People don't look at you as a manager anymore. They just look at you like any other soldier in the army. And what I mean by this analogy is that like it's important. It's as you play the game a little more, and as you go kind of deeper in the game, it's more about it's really about playing chess at that point. It's like making the right moves, making the right puzzle piece moves, or not puzzle piece moves, but making the right chess moves to best favor you, of course, and your company. And there, it's a lot deeper than people think. It's just like, oh, go, but then you think about, then there's other variables in play like sustainability, and how will this affect my brand, how will this impact this, and like there's so many more variables in play than just like, okay, let's just hit these KPIs. And I understand it's like really important to hit KPIs, of course. That's how companies are actually moved. But more importantly, like it's important to know that you're headed in the right direction than anything. Like if you're, again, like the analogy I said earlier, it's like if you're going 9 steps forward, but then realize on the 10th step that you made the first step wrong, then you have to rework all the fucking 9 steps you did, and then now you have to go back, do all that work back again. It may be faster, but it's just like this unnecessary thing that happens. And it's not, I don't think it's the most efficient way to learn lessons. So that being said, like, okay, now it's cold as fuck. There we go. So there's more efficient ways to learn lessons, and it's just to make sure you're strategically making the right moves for you and your company. So there's a lot more. It's a lot deeper than people do think. And wow, almost like a friggin' crash that happened. It's crazy how people get so mad. Like people like, she lost her shit. Well, I mean, I would have probably been pissed, but like, I mean, she like totally lost her shit. But what was I saying? Yeah, so if you're, past 50K a month consistently, not just 50K in 1 month, and then there's a lot of you motherfuckers, even I will admit to this, that will do like 50K, 100K, 200K, 300K in 1 month. Next month, do like only 50K or do nothing, because a lot of times that'll happen. If you're at a point where you're able to actually genuinely predict revenue and know for a fact that you're going to hit a certain threshold of revenue per month, then at that point, I think even before or right before this point, I think you need to start with planning. Like you need to make sure you're really planning out your next moves, and you're really making sure that you're thinking long term, and that you can make these kind of very high level decisions very quickly. Now, there's like three types of, I guess, strategic planners. There's like the very extreme short term, there's midterm, and then there's long term. Extreme short term or short term is just like within like 15 minutes, within like, the, I would say even the day. And then midterm would be someone like, the week, the month. I'd say the week in the month, and maximum the quarter. And then long term would be someone that can plan for 3 to 5 years out. Like I think short term thinkers are really awesome. But then again, like if you're not thinking long term, then it doesn't matter how many short term decisions you get right, because you'll end up being like, oh shit, I went the fucking wrong way. Even though I made the right decisions in this general direction, I actually ended up making a ton of I actually like directionally went the incorrect path. So what happens is you now need to pivot and then go accordingly. So like I think someone who, I'm not even there yet, is being able to make these short, mid, and long term strategic decisions properly. I think I'm a decent short term planner. I think long term I'm not really that good at. Midterm planning I'm not really good at. I would say probably I'm best at the short term planning, like short term strategic thinking is what I'm best at. So essentially short term decision making. So I still don't know why my mic doesn't work, but I'm at the gym right now. I'm gonna destroy my chest and tries. I'm a little foggy today. Well, it's mainly just because it's fucking not. That's why I'm just freaking out. But I'm gonna destroy my chest and triceps. It's gonna be a good workout. My sauna's still not ready. Probably ready in a couple days. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next episode.